everyone, how's everyone been? Today, our conservation journey has taken us to the beautiful town of WATAMU. Today, we find out if the hunter becomes the hunted.
Since time immemorial, we've always been hunting these creatures. According to our African culture, they're all considered to be evil. Once spotted, whether venomous or non-venomous, we will kill them. Many people, including myself, have a big phobia for snakes. Is it just a misconception, lack of know-how, or we just stereotyping them? Will I survive just being at close range to them? Today, I'm meeting a team of dedicated conservationists who have devoted their lives to study and save these creatures.
I'm your host TEEVOH. Welcome to Steenel Dog World. Finally guys, we made it to the WATAMU Snake Farm. Like in my previous videos before, you know I have a big phobia for snakes. So today, like I said, the hunter meets the hunted. Will I be able to overcome my phobia for snakes? That's what we're here to find out. Stay tuned. Watch this video to the end and see what the snake farm is all about. Finally guys, we made it inside the WATAMU Snake Farm. I'm here with Mr. Godana. Mr. Godana, how are you?
I'm fine, how are you?
Fine, thank you.
Thank you.
He's going to be our guide for today and take us through. Today we're going to have, he's a snake specialist and a reptile specialist. So right now, he'll give us all the nitty-gritties, the truth and false, the misconceptions about the snakes. So guys, keep on watching the video and let's go. Dan, I'm handing everything to you. Please tell us more about the snake farm.
Yeah, so Karibu, this is our snake farm. Formerly we are used to be called Biker Snake Farm, but now we are WATAMU Snake Farm. So here we have a large collection of snakes. The snakes which we have here are the ones found here in Kenya. Yeah, so in our facility here we house almost more than 300 snakes. Then out of that number, we've just divided them as per species. So we do have venomous snakes, we do have mild venomous snakes, and we also have a totally harmless snakes here. So there is a perception of that all snakes are dangerous. That's why most communities in Kenya, when they see a snake, they kill it. Ours is just to make sure that communities around here in Kilifi, they know snakes, they know what important role snakes play in the ecosystem. Exactly. So as you walk around here, you see our snakes. The ones which you have here are as a result of being called by communities around here.
You did a rescue on them.
Exactly. We do snake rescue. Rescue. So they usually call us because we've distributed our numbers everywhere. We also visit schools to create awareness, and also we receive many guests here, students being among them. So because of that, we've created much awareness in the community, that which makes them now to stop killing the snakes, and instead they call us. So let me show you now the snake which we have in our facility.
So guys, let's start looking at the snakes. We had all the information Mr. Godana has told us. Stop killing snakes. There are some which are mild, they don't even have poison. So let's try to understand them, and then you should be able to identify them while you see them, so that you can stop killing them. So I think we're going to the cages.
If you want to rescue a snake, kindly give us the number.
Yeah, so our number is 0707 577 748. 0707 577 748. That's our duty number, 24-hour number, which you call it, and that number is not only for snakes. Even in case of a snake bite, if you call us, then we will know how to assist you. So that number is so important. Have it wherever you are as your emergency number. So let's begin now with our snake species which we have in Kenya. Here here we have collection of one of the common snake species we have here in Kenya. These are called sand snakes.
These are sand snake. Okay.
Yeah. So sand snakes are common snakes which are found almost everywhere. You find them in any given vegetation. So we have a wide collection of sand snakes in Kenya.
Okay.
So the one you see here, the snake with a sort of like a stripes on its body, this is now one of the sand snake. This one is called northern striped bellied sand snake.
Northern
striped bellied sand snake. This snake is mild venomous.
Mild venomous. Okay.
When I say it's mild venomous, I mean the snake has got venom, but the venom does no harm to humans.
Okay.
In case of a bite, then you might feel pain, swelling a bit, but nothing to worry about it. No need of anti-venom because of the bite of the snake, because human immune system is much stronger than the venom of the snake. So these snakes are found mostly in the arid or dry parts of the country. So they are found mostly here at the coast. You find them mostly on your way to TEEVOH East National Park or TEEVOH West National, because those places are a bit dry. That's why these snakes are found there. So that's a northern striped-bellied sand snake. Yeah, so when you come down here, there is another snake. I can see one of the ways snakes do. One of the habits of snakes is to hide from humans.
Yes.
I want you to know that snakes are more scared of human beings than humans are scared of snakes. Good example is this one. You see this tiny head there? Yeah, you can see something here.
It's a small
very, very small thing there. So that's one of the sand snake species, which is also so much common around here. That's now the link marked sand snake.
Sand snake.
Let me try to see if I can just
pull it out.
Yeah, you just get it out for you so that you can see how the snake looks like. As I've told you, the snake is mild venomous.
Yes.
So even a bite from the snake, there is nothing to worry about it. The snake will not cause you any harm. So you can see that's how the snake looks like. That's a link marked sand snake.
Yes.
So you can see some people, they kill these snakes thinking that
and it's very harmless.
Very harmless. You can see I put my hand in the cage and the snake didn't bite me.
Didn't bite you,
Yeah, so snakes bite out of defending themselves.
Out of the defense system.
That's one point which you must put in note, that snakes don't just bite, they bite as a result of defending themselves. That's why snakes do bite.
Okay.
Yeah, a snake will not just get out of bush or out of its hiding place and come and bite you. It must have been provoked. This is now another type of a sand snake. This is now the largest sand snake species we have in Kenya. That's a hissing sand snake or olive sand snake.
Olive sand snake.
Olive sand snake. This snake, when you look at it, it looks so scary. But just like the other sand snake I've showed you there, this is also another mild venomous sand snake. Very fast moving, active during the day, preying mostly on lizards, rats, and mice, or sometimes birds, because they do get up on trees. Also, they are good climbers, so sometimes they prey on birds. So because of the fact that their venom is mild, these snakes sometimes they kill by constriction.
By constriction.
Because their venom is not strong enough to kill their prey. So the snake has to maybe end up constricting its prey or swallowing its prey alive. If the prey is small, then the snake will just swallow it. So down here the same.
It's the same species.
That's another hissing
sand snake.
Or olive sand snake. When you come here, this is another type of a sand snake. That's now the speckled sand snake.
Speckled sand snake. Very beautiful in color.
Very
Can you see?
Snake. These snakes will just move away from you. The snake will not wait for you. Imagine you can see a big team of people holding pangas,
machetes, everything,
and all stuffs, just trying to kill the snake.
Kill this creature. Yes.
This snake, once they get chance, they'll just escape.
They run away.
Yeah, they run away. You might find them in houses because they look for rats in the houses. And imagine the snake is just trying to get the rats, which causes like infections or they destroy our stuffs in the houses. And if someone who sees the snake will try to kill it.
To kill it, yes.
So snakes play a very important role in the ecosystem.
Okay.
And here, this is now another type of a sand snake. That's now Eastern striped bellied sand snake.
Eastern striped bellied
Eastern
sand snake.
striped bellied sand snake. The snake got the name striped bellied because when you look under the belly, you can see a black stripe. You see, on both sides. That's the reason why the snake got the name Eastern striped bellied sand snake. So these are one of the snakes which we explain to communities in Kenya. Don't kill snakes.
Okay.
Just leave them. They play important role in the ecosystem. That's how it is. So
this one is also mild venomous?
Also mild venomous. So all sand snakes, they are mild venomous. They do have very tiny fangs located rare at the back of their jaws. So for this snake to inject even the mild venom, then it takes time.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's now the collection of sand snakes. Let me take you now to the other species of the snakes we have here in a facility.
Mr. Golada, you seem to be very, very passionate about snakes. When did you develop this passion for snakes?
Yeah.
Or how did you come about it?
Yeah.
Because I came in, I had a phobia for snakes, but right now you made me a bit safe. I'm not even scared right now.
Yeah. First of all, on my side, my objective mainly is to make sure any guest I receive here, I try to change his perception on snakes. I've received many guests here. One will say, "Oh, I don't want to see a snake. I have a phobia for snakes." But I just assure that person that after we walked around, I promise you, you will love snakes.
You will love
so
snakes.
That's, I'm sure exactly what happened with you.
Yes.
My dad was a great friend. The founder of this facility.
Okay.
Ash. So that's how I ended up meeting him some years back when I was still kid. So one day I met him and he told me that, "Would you mind to come and learn about snakes?
Learn about snakes,
if you grow old." I told him, "Let's say, I don't know how it will go." And one day I got bitten by a house snake at night. Back at home. So my dad, he was not aware of what to do. What type of snake is that? So he did cuts, he sucked me, and spent the whole night just trying to monitor me and see if maybe anything will happen. So in the morning, he took me with a dead house snake here to this facility. So when I met James Ash with my dad with a dead snake, James Ash just told my dad, "Oh, why have you just done all these things to the young boy? This snake is harmless.
It's harmless.
He just told my friend, wouldn't
have done something older."
So at the end, James I just told me here. It was back 1993-94. Many years ago. So he told me, if you are willing, once you've grown up, see, I'm old. By that time he was very old. So he told me that if you are willing, please, if you grow up, come and assist me here.
In this,
so that's how I ended up.
In this,
that's how my story is.
In fact, congratulations, you're doing a good job, man.
Thank you. So apart from the sand snakes, we also have some harmless or mild venomous snakes which are not sand snakes. One of them is the snake you see here. This is the red-headed beaked snake.
Beaked snake, okay.
This is one of the snakes which many people hate snakes. Because when you look at the snake looks like a spitting cobra.
A spitting cobra.
The snake mimics a spitting cobra. But this snake is totally harmless to human beings. The snake will not dare to attack you. What the snake will do once you encounter it, the snake will try to get away from you.
Yes.
This snake will not bite you unless you step on it or you try to catch it and you squeeze it. So out of stress or trying to defend itself, the snake might end up biting you. But let me show you something.
Okay.
You see, like here. So you can see, maybe I'm just walking like this, and the snake feels me. So you can see, the snake will just run.
It's running away.
Just moving away from me.
Yeah.
So you can see.
Yeah.
But if maybe you step on the snake,
then
the
of
snake
course
might end up biting you out of defending
itself.
So you can see, so snakes just don't bite. They only bite their prey and their food. But humans, snakes are more scared of humans than we are scared of them.
Okay.
That's how it goes. And also, before I move away from here, let me show you something.
Okay.
Snakes shed their skin. And the reason why they shed their skin is, first, there are two main reasons. First, shedding creates room for the snake to grow.
Yes.
So a snake gets out of the old skin as a result of growing.
Okay.
So this is now the shaded skin of one of the cobras we have in Kenya. This is now a shaded skin of a black-necked spitting cobra.
Okay.
And the second reason why snakes shed their skin is to get off parasites from their bodies. You know, snakes don't take shower. They don't have hands.
Yes.
And they spend most of their time on the ground. So because on the ground there are lots of parasites like mites, fleas. So those parasites attack snakes. So a snake needs to get off all those stuff from their body, and the only way the snake will do that is by shedding
the skin.
So
even the ticks get on snakes?
Yeah. Ticks get on snakes. Mites,
even the small ones. Okay.
Yeah, they get on snakes, they attack them, and those are one of the big problems which we make sure we look for them all the time. We make sure our snakes are good, because if a snake is attacked by mice, then it will just stay like 1 week
and then it dies.
And that's how it is. So the reason, the only way the snake will get off the mice in the wild is by shedding their skin. That's how it is.
Finally, guys, we finished with the small, mild, venomous snakes. We are now going to the heavy hitters. So, Mr. Godana, what species is here?
Yeah, so here, even when you see the room is big,
yes,
because the guy who's inside is a big guy.
He's a big guy.
Yeah, so he's a big guy, but he is non-venomous.
He's non-venomous. Okay.
So inside there we have an African rock python. So pythons, you can see, the snake is just lying under the cave there. So we just made a cave so that the snake has the good habitat under. You see? You can see. So this is how pythons do hide even in the wild.
Even in the world. Okay.
So that's an African rock python. So pythons are non-venomous. When I say the snake is non-venomous, I mean the snake doesn't have any venom.
No venom inside. Okay.
So pythons don't have fangs. Fangs are the special teeth snakes use to inject venom. So when we talk about pythons, they don't have fangs. They only have solid teeth. So pythons, because of the fact that they are non-venomous, they kill their prey by constriction. Constriction is just an act of suffocating its prey. So the snake will bite whatever prey. Let's take an example like a goat, a dog, cow, a mid-sized impala, dicks, you see, rabbits. So the snake will bite the animal. Then after biting the animal, the snake will constrict it. So after constricting is just suffocating to stop that animal from breathing. So once the animal is dead, then the snake will start to uncoil and start locating where the head is. You know, snakes, they swallow their food wholly. they don't bite in pieces, or they don't chew. Snakes don't chew. So what they do, this, for the example, for the case of the python, the snake will start to locate where the head is and start to swallow the prey, starting from the head, and push the whole animal or whole prey down inside its stomach. Then after that, the python will just stay at one point. So like a good example, like the one you see there, we fed him with 2 rabbits on Monday. So you can see, and today is Friday. So you can see, so the snake can stay there for like 3 to 4 weeks.
3 to 4 weeks without food.
Without food. 3 to 4 weeks without food. That's a very long period of time, you see. In the wild, when they get like a big meal, they can even spend like 2 or 3 months without food. That's how it is, because snakes' digestive system takes course very slowly. That's how it goes. So what I want to explain to you is that although they are non-venomous, but they are dangerous snakes, because the snake is so muscular. Once the snake attacks animal or anyone, then the snake might overpower you. Like I cannot handle that snake alone. You see, the snake is so muscular, it can overpower me. That's how it is. So although they are non-venomous, we say those snakes are dangerous. Don't mess around with them. And like here you can see, this is another medium-sized one. This is not a full-grown. You can see. You can see how the python is. You can see the patterns, very nice mark, very beautiful patterns. You can see.
Very
so
shiny.
shiny skin. And this is what makes some people, they do sort of like a black market with snake, which is illegal. The important thing is just let's try to save snakes, because they play important role in ecosystem. So that's a good story of African rock python, which are non-venomous, but they are dangerous snakes. Don't mess around with them.
So guys, you've heard it from Mr. Godana. The African rock python, usually you see it lying around coiled up. Just let it be. It's non-venomous, but when you poke it, like Mr. Michuki used to say, when you rattle a snake, be prepared to be beaten. So they are very dangerous. So Mr. Godana, where are we heading to now?
So now let me take you to our lab, so that I show you a live demonstration of how venom is extracted from snakes.
So the venom which has been extracted, you use it for what purposes? For making anti-venom?
We use it mostly for our own research. But venom is used mostly in the production of anti-venom. But here ours is to make sure that we know how much a snake injects when it bites. So that's why we show our guests how that practice is done. So mostly it is for our own research, because venom is used mostly in a wide range of scientific research. So you can see the guys are ready. So let me go and stand on that side, so that I can explain to also the guests what's going on in the lab.
No problem.
Today we are going to do one of the large spitting cobras we have here in Kenya. Large brown spitting cobra or Asia spitting cobra, these are Africa's largest spitting cobra species. They are highly cytotoxic. They grow so big. So today we are going to show you how the snake injects venom. How much venom the snake injects with a single bite. So in our lab here, we have Madam Nancy, we have Mr. Ngombo here, and Mr. Benson on the other side. So you can see all of them, they've put on face masks. The reason for that is to protect their eyes, because they are just about to handle one of the largest spitting cobra species we have here in Africa. So what they'll do, they'll take the snake from the cage, put the snake down there, there's a mark there down, secure the snake in the tube. You can see Mr. Emmanuel there, he's holding a tube, the guy with the glove on one hand. Then after putting the snake in the tube, they'll bring the snake up here on this orange mat on this table here. So just look what's going on. Milking is one of the risky tasks which you need a good professional team, a team of guys who they know what they're doing, because that's one of the risky part of this job. That's why I can see we have almost like 4 guys there doing one job, trying to make sure they control the snake. Yeah, so as they are putting the snake in the tube, just some few points to add is that snakes need the venom for various purposes. So see now, that's a large brown spitting cobra, or we call it Asher's spitting cobra. We used to call this snake black-necked spitting cobra up to 1997, when the founder of this facility, James Ash, did thorough research with his colleagues, and wow, look at that.
Wow.
So you can see how much. So with a single bite, that's how much amount of venom, especially spitting cobras, do release. Something to note is that spitting cobras do release the highest quantity of venom as far as snakes are concerned. When we talk about black mambas, they release a very tiny, very few amount of venom, but very toxic. But for this one, they release a lot of venom. You can see we have very best safe ways of handling the snake. You can see the snake just going in there without possessing any danger to the handlers. Yeah, so that's our first large brown spitting cobra. We usually do 3 snakes every day. We do this activity from Monday to Friday, and we do 3 snakes, same species, every day. So someone might ask, has the snake run out of venom after it has been milked?
Yeah.
Good answer is no. The snake has got enough venom to spit and to inject when it bites. So even after releasing that much in that tube, the snake still can inject a lot of venom when it bites again, or when you try to mess around with it, the snake might end up spitting at you. So we've not dried all the venom from the snake. The snake still has a lot of venom in its glands to spit or to inject when it bites.
So what do you do with the venom?
Pardon?
What do you do with the venom?
The venom, we do a number of different things with it. So at the moment, all of it stays in-house. We stockpile it. It gets used in some of the universities around Kenya, doing research on available antivenoms. What we're hoping to do is to be able to stockpile it to eventually be able to sell it abroad to people who can make an anti-venom. So we're just going through the licensing processes to be able to do that.
They haven't made one yet, an anti-venom yet.
There's antivenoms available in Kenya, but the thing with antivenoms is to make something that's really effective, you need to have snakes from all areas to be included. So if you're bitten, let's say antivenom made from South African snakes, it will work here if you get bitten, but it will be more effective if a puff adder from here was used in that anti-venom if you were to be bitten by that puff adder, because the venom of snakes is very complex. Between a species, between locality and everything, it changes a lot. So the end goal is to be able to sell this to manufacture an antivenom which we can use to save lives in Kenya.
So it would be like a general purpose anti-venom? Like,
Yeah, so long time ago they used to make a monovalent, so it was one antivenom which covered one snake, and now they make a polyvalent which covers covers all your cobras, all your vipers, Mambas. The only thing it doesn't cover is a boomslang and a thing called a carpet viper. So it's one antivenom that covers all of those.
Yeah, so that's our second Asher's Spitting Cobra. So we are using the same tube because the snakes are from same demographic location. Snake from different locations, even their venom contents are different. That's why the ones you see here today, we are using the same tube because they are from the same geographical location. Wow. That's a lot. Yeah, so one of the reasons why this snake do inject a lot of venom is that this snake's favorite food are also other snakes. So they do also eat pufferdas, other cobras, other harmless snakes. And the reason why they kill the other snake is that with a single bite, these snakes do inject a lot of venom. Yeah, that's how it is.
These things.
Don't panic. We're still okay.
Yeah, so the venom mostly is you can see the venom. You can see the jets of venom it's from the fangs. So they use their fangs to inject venom. Even the spitting, the venom just comes through the fangs. So I'll show you also how the fangs look like. We'll show you the pufferda fangs, how the fangs modified to inject venom. And you can see even here, these are like two jets from two fangs. This one from the one fang and this one is from the other fang. You can see. Yeah, so
two strips.
Yeah, two strips. Yeah, that's how it is.
These Asher Spitting Cobras you can get the biggest amount of venom from them in one milking than any other snake in the world. So it was originally, the record was held by a Gabon Viper, and then we did a milking the other day where we almost doubled
the same. So right now you guys hold the record.
Yeah.
That's good.
We need to get Guinness Book of World Records.
Yeah.
Get it on paper.
Yeah. Is spitting, is it a defense mechanism or to disarm
Yeah,
the prey?
a defense.
So they wouldn't attack after.
They would.
At 11. So this week is Asher's Spitting Cobra week.
Okay.
So next week it might be like Black Mamba week. The other week maybe Puff Adder week. So that's how it goes. So as far as the venom is concerned, yeah, you asked a very good question. The spitting snakes use their venom for three main functions. First, for defending themselves, like what you've seen here. Second, to immobilize their prey. So the snake will bite their prey to immobilize the prey so that the prey will not run away from the snake to fight distance. And the third function of the venom is the venom helps in predigestion. Immediately the prey is dead, the process of breaking down the cells starts immediately. That's how it is. So the venom helps in predigestion. So those are the three main functions of the venom for the snakes alone.
How long can the cobra get? How many meters?
They can grow to an extent of like 3 meters.
3 meters.
Yeah, especially the large brown ones. Yeah. They...
Does it hurt squashing their heads?
Pardon?
Does it hurt them squashing their heads?
It doesn't hurt because the pinning stick it has a rubber there. So after pinning the snake, Then when you hold the snake, you'll feel if the snake is not feeling okay, the snake will struggle and try to push back. But if the snake just stayed like that, you know the snake is fine, because we don't want to even injure their jaws. You know, they have hinged jaws. So when we handle the snake's head, we make sure that we don't dislocate their jaws. Something with snake venom is that it will not affect skin. A snake venom won't affect skin. The one in the small tube is the dried venom.
It's a dried venom.
So after making the venom, we have to dry it and purify it. So that process is called desiccation, whereas we remove water from the venom, mucus from the venom, any sort of impurities from the venom is removed through the purification process. So once the venom is in pure form, that's when now the venom will go for further processing. Will it be maybe for anti-venom production or any other given scientific research? So you must dry the venom so that you get the pure venom from the one with lots of impurities. And also we make sure that the venom doesn't go bad, because you see the fresh milk one, if you just keep it like that, it will go bad, you see. So you need to purify it so that you get the pure one. So you see the other one is in crystal form, you see. So then after that it will be crushed into powder form. So for the case of anti-venom production, the venom will be taken and injected to a host animal, probably a horse. In South Africa, they've been using horses for many years, and that's the antivenom which we rely mostly because it is so effective. So once injected to that horse, the horse will develop sort of antibodies. Then after that, a blood plasma will be withdrawn from the horse, then taken for further purification and thorough lab testing, and eventually antivenom is produced. So that's how antivenom is produced. So if you produce antivenom using the venom or snakes like in India, and you want to bring that antivenom maybe to Africa, that antivenom might not be effective. You might end up needing much dosage, high quantity amount to treat a single bite. Whereas if maybe that antivenom would have been maybe produced with the venom from snakes in that given area, as Mr. Kyla just explained to you, then the antivenom becomes so effective. You might end up just using like 1 or 2 vials or 3 vials treating a very, very deadly black mamba, whereby you might end up needing like 6 to 10 vials of antivenom, which maybe is made from like from India or from other parts of the world, with a totally different type of venom from snakes. So the very effective way is just having antivenom produced from the venom in that given area. It is so effective as far as snake treatment is concerned.
Okay guys, after finishing the milking of the cobras, we're now coming into their cages to see them up close. So Mr. Godana, please take us around again.
Yes, so welcome. So here I want to show you now the common cobra species we have in Kenya.
Yes.
First of all, we have 5 common cobra species here in Kenya.
Yes.
Out of that number, 3 do spit venom and 2 don't spit venom. So we have 3 spitting cobras and 2 non-spitting cobras. But all cobras are highly venomous. Highly venomous. So there are those which can spit and those which we don't
spit.
Yes. So one of the spitting cobra species we have in Kenya are the large brown spitting cobras. As you can see, the snake is somewhere there. It's just hiding. Another one here. So you can see that's how the snake looks like. So that's a large brown spitting cobra or ash eyes spitting cobra. The name got the name. The snake got the name ash eyes because it was named after the founder of this facility. He is the guy who did thorough research and find out that this snake is totally different from the black-necked spitting cobra. So, but before, this snake used to be called the black-necked spitting cobra. But James Ash, the founder of this facility, with his friends, they did thorough research as far as the snake's DNA is concerned, the venom is concerned, and they find out that this snake is a totally different species from the black-necked spitting cobra. That's why even its Latin name is called Naya Ashe. Naya is for all cobras, but Naya Ashe, the Ashe is meant to remember James Ash. That's how the snake got the name Naya Ashe, or Ashe's spitting cobra. The snake can spit at you from a distance of like 3 meters. The venom 3 meters. The venom can reach, and mostly the snake will aim for your eyes.
What I noticed from most of the documentaries is the snake usually aims for the eyes.
Yes.
Can it be able to? Can it spot the eyes? Why not the neck? Why not anywhere?
Yeah.
What mechanism does it use to spot the eyes?
Yeah, something with snakes. Snakes do have poor vision.
Poor vision. Yes.
They ignore stationary objects.
Okay.
So any object which is stationary, a snake will ignore it. But any movable objects, a snake will try to figure out. And because of the shiny in your eyes, you see, shiny in the eyes, the snake will just try to aim there. So they only see movable objects and also shiny objects. That's how it is. So because of the shiny in your eyes, that's why the snake will not spit just on your
other part of the body.
The snake will try its best to spit in your eyes, and the reason for that is just to keep you away. The snake is just warning you, please
stay away from me.
Stay away from me, because after spitting at you, the snake will not come and attack you. The snake will try its best to move away from you. That's how it is. So after spitting, the snake will try to move away from you. Spitting is not part of its hunting. Spitting is just a defensive mechanism for the snake. So these are all, these two cages, these are all Ashe spitting cobra. When you come here, here now we have the second species of a spitting cobra. This one now is called a black-necked spitting cobra. This is now the black-necked spitting cobra. This snake is black in color, as you can see, and also the snake has got black in its eyes, a neck. Under the neck here, the snake is black. So one characteristic of all cobras is that they all display hood. Hood is widening of the neck. So the snake will do that to scare anyone or any perceived aggressor. A snake will warn him by widening the neck so that the snake looks big. So after displaying the hood, the snake will spit at you. So even when you look here on the glass here, you can see the marks on the glass. This is not water. This is not like something which someone sprayed on the glass. This is the venom from the snake. So the snakes try to spit at the glass here because maybe someone was just moving around here, or maybe was trying to provoke the snake. So that's now the black-necked spitting cobra. This is how the snake looks like. Same species. The same species. There's another black-necked spitting cobra. You can see. Yeah. So you can see the snake is just trying to figure out. If you stay still, the snake will just relax. Any reaction, a snake will react to it. That's how it is for the snakes. So that's another black-necked spitting cobra, another black-necked, and here, look at this. This is now the third spitting cobra species we have here in Kenya. That's now the red spitting cobra. When you look at the snake looks dull. It's because the snake is in the process of shedding its skin. So, as I've said earlier, all snakes, they shed their skin, and during that process, a snake is more defensive because the snake is more vulnerable to attacks. The reason for that is the eyes are so dull, they don't see well, because during this process, even the eyes peel off. The shedding starts from the tip of its mouth. So after like 2-3 days, this snake will look for the rough object. That's why you can see we put some logs in the cages. This will help the snake during shedding. A snake will rub a tip of its mouth to any rough object to just tear the old skin, the old skin. Then the snake will now slither out
of the old skin.
That's now the shedding. Then after that, a snake will just move around in its normal way, and the color will turn to much red. You see, like here, this color is so dull. But I'll show you the ones which have already shedded. You see how the skin looks like. So let me now take you on the other side.
We're in another cage, guys, now. So let's see what is here. Mr. Kurana, let's take us through, please.
Yeah, so thank you. Here we have now collection of the black-necked spitting cobra. I've showed you there, but these ones now are born in captivity. These ones were born here. So one of our objectives in our research is to know how snakes breed, their incubation periods, and exactly what the snake need to enhance their growth. So here, the snakes you see here, that's why you can see these snakes are so active. These are all black-necked spitting cobras. Born here in a facility. So these ones were born 4 years ago. As you can see, the snake is so active, moving around. These snakes, they don't know why. This is the only place. This is their home. They don't know anywhere else apart from here. So even here you can see the snakes are just moving. They're just happy. But you cannot tame them. Even if the snake is born here, at no point I will handle this snake without glasses. I must make sure I put on glasses. I must use the correct tools to handle the snake because they are venomous. I must have that in my mind, that although they are born here, still they are venomous. So you can see the snake is just very happy moving around, very healthy looking. You can see the skin is so shiny. Down here we have another one here. You can see these are all black-necked spitting cobras. You can see, and the reason why they got the name black-necked is because of the black color or the black coloration. You can see around the neck, around the neck. You can see. So from certain point here up to the head, you can see it's so dark. That's the reason why the snake got the name black-necked spitting cobra. So these are black-necked spitting cobras. So when you just get, you can see this is the venom. You can see this is all venom.
All venom.
Yeah, from the snake. So although they are born here, they still have the wild nature.
The wild nature.
These are snakes. Don't mess around with them. They can spit at you. They can bite you. And still on the snakes, born in a facility. Just come here. You see here we have now the babies. Here we have the baby. The snake is just hiding at the back of the rock there. So that's a baby red spitting cobra hiding there. And here we have the baby Asha spitting cobra. That's a baby Asha spitting cobra, and this is a baby black-necked spitting cobra. So these are our babies here. These are new babies in town. And when you come here, something which I want to explain to you here is about the spitting cobras and the non-spitting cobras. So I've explained to you there that non-spitting cobras are more aggressive than the spitting cobras. Good example is here. This is an Egyptian cobra. Look what the snake has already done.
Yeah.
That's an Egyptian cobra, ready to strike.
Ready to strike anytime.
Fight. So, let me just give a little bit of a blow so that the snake feels vibrations and you see the reaction.
Can hear that sound, yes? And
So you can see.
Yeah.
So this snake is more aggressive than the spitting cobras because the snake cannot spit venom.
This one can't spit venom.
This one can't spit venom. It has to find ways to scare anyone who is trying to attack them. So you can see the snake is just ready for a bite.
For a bite.
For a strike, you see. And it's a real bite.
Yeah.
It's not a false bite. It's a real bite. If you mess around with it, then the snake will bite you. You see the spitting ones, they are just relaxing.
Because the defensive is they can go up to 3 meters.
They have a very good defensive mechanism.
Yeah.
The snake will spit at you. But for the Egyptian cobra here, it cannot spit venom. It has to be so aggressive. It has to be so wild to keep away anyone who is trying to attack them. That's how it is. So this is the big difference between the non-spitting and the spitting cobras. Non-spitting, more aggressive. Spitting ones, you can see the snake are just relaxing. They don't want to bite. They don't want to do anything. You see, like this one, it's just relaxing.
Yeah.
No biting, no striking. You see,
it's just chilled
but
out.
Egyptian is just angry. He's just raising up like that, ready for strike. So.
And the cobras, the venom is which type of venom do they have?
Cobras, they are highly cytotoxic venomous snakes. So cytotoxic is a tissue destruction venom. Their venom destroys tissues and cells in the body. We say they are highly necrosis. They just eat the muscles. The venom eat the muscle. They cause the muscle to rot. That's how the venom of these snakes do affect when the snake bites. So here, these are all red spitting cobra. This is not how the color looks like.
After shading.
After shading, you can see the color is very, very bright. You can see, and the snake is so red. And when you look around the neck, you can see the black band. You can see the black band. So any red snake you come across with a black band, then that's a red spitting cobra. These are all red spitting cobras born in our facility. So they are just hiding there. We just make a habitat which looks like wild. We put logs in the cage. Good example is this log here. You can see, you cannot see the snake because the snake is just hiding
in the log behind
the log, because we don't want to expose our snakes. We want them to stay in a wild condition. Good example is also here. You can see the snake is so happy, just hiding in the log. You can see. So this is why we tell also people that don't just walk around and pick firewood in the wild. Firewood, pieces of logs, they make a good shelter for snakes. Good example this, you can see. This snake will bite the person who will go there and pick that firewood. You see, anyone who will pick that wood will be bitten by the snake. Anyone who walks close to that wood, nothing will happen to him or her. So this is a very good example of how snakes respect humans. We are more scared of them, but reality is that snakes are more scared of us. That's how it is. So in the wild nature, you can see the snake will just find its way to just give itself any happiness it needs away from humans. So you can see very nice forest cobra just lying on that piece of wood. No distraction. Anyone who will go there and try to pick that piece of wood, then the snake might end up maybe attacking him. That's
after giving him a warning.
After warning, then the snake will attack that person. So that's the deadly side of snakes. I just want you I want to take you through now the good side. in the nature, we've got lots of snakes, which are so good,
Mhm.
beautiful in your eyes, very nice to see, and totally harmless.
Yes.
So, one of those snakes are the green spotted bush snakes.
Bush snakes. Ah.
So, green spotted bush snakes, these snakes are totally harmless. They are so shy. The snake will try its best to avoid you.
Yeah.
They are highly tree snakes. They move up on trees most of the time. Their food mostly are geckos and sometimes the small birds.
Oh.
So these snakes are harmless. They don't cause any danger to human beings.
Human beings.
So like here, that's a green spotted bush snake. Here we have the one with the blue color. Same family as
Same
that
family.
one, but different color. Imagine a blue snake.
A blue snake.
These-
Very
yeah,
beautiful.
the blue ones are found mostly in the mangrove forest,
Oh.
especially in the creeks.
Mhm.
That's where you get the blue colored ones. So these snakes, they are totally harmless. They will bite you out of defending themselves, but given the chance, the snake will just get away from you. That's how it is. Anymore. Like here, you don't see the snake, but
Yes.
there's a snake in the cage. So these are one of the harmless snakes we find in the desert or in the dry parts of the country. So here we have a very beautiful Kenya sand boar.
Kenya Sand BOAR.
So sand boars are constrictors. When I say this, they are constrictors, I mean the snake is non-venomous. The snake kills by constriction, just like how pythons kill their prey. So during the day, this snake will spend its time underground. Then at night, when it is cold, then the snake will get out and see the snake just going back again.
Yeah.
So at night, when it is cold, the snake will get out of its hiding place and start looking for food. So imagine someone who sees this snake and maybe just kill it. You are just killing an innocent snake. Imagine.
Very beautiful.
And many people say that there are snakes with two heads. I think this is the reason why
this?
the narratives come.
Have two heads.
When you
but
look
doesn't
here,
have two
you can
heads.
see this is the tail.
The tail.
And when you look down here, you can see this is now the vent, where the snake poo-poos, where the snake mates. The snake will lay eggs or give birth through the same opening here. So for the case of sand boars, they give live birth. They don't lay eggs.
They don't lay eggs.
These ones, they don't lay eggs. They give live babies. So in this cage we have 4 snakes. That's why you can see we put our stock cards here. These are cards meant for all snakes. A card per snake, so that we monitor the snakes to make sure that we know the health and everything about the snake, how it goes. So in this cage we have 4 snakes.
There are 4 inside here.
There are 4 hiding
God,
under
hiding. This one is going into hiding also.
Yeah, that one is also going into hiding. And
I have a big phobia for snakes, but today Mr. Gudala has thrown away my phobias for snakes. Right now I'm holding a sand
boar.
A sand boar.
Yeah, that's a Kenya sand boar.
I've never touched a snake in my life. Today is the first time.
Thank you.
I'm enjoying myself. So for me touching the snake, guys, please subscribe. Please subscribe. Thank you, Mr. Gudala.
Thank you.
Very smooth creature. Very harmless. I'm enjoying myself. I was a bit shaky, but don't worry, now I'm relaxed.
Good.
Should I touch the black mamba? Tell me in the comment section.
Thank you. Yeah, so among the harmless snakes, we have the common egg eater. This snake, as the name suggests, is a totally harmless snake which feeds on eggs only. So this snake, when you look at the snake, you can see the size of its head you might think that this snake will not swallow a whole chicken egg.
A whole chicken egg.
But this snake can swallow a whole chicken egg, and after swallowing the egg, when the egg reaches the neck region here, the snake will squeeze it and crush it, suck all the contents, and spit out the empty shell. Spit out the shell. So
that's good.
Like here, these are all shells as a result of being eaten by
this guy.
This guy. So he only needs the contents.
The contents inside.
That's all. The shell. So when you look at this shell, even the way the shell is, you see, this is what the snake has spit out.
That's a whole eggshell.
This is a chicken.
The whole shell, yeah?
Yeah, this is the whole shell.
For the whole egg, or it's a
the whole egg? It has been crushed.
It's been crushed this small.
It has been crushed up to this size. So if you see such a shell in your compound, then no,
there is an egg eater
is around. So this snake doesn't eat anything else apart from chicken eggs or bird eggs. So sometimes they get up on bird nests, they eat them, yeah. So their food are chicken eggs or bird eggs only. You see. So imagine someone killing this snake, thinking that the snake is deadly, is venomous. It's just bad. So it's good for what? Good skin. You can feel it. Yeah. So the snake is just active, just moving around, just enjoying. You see. And something which has made this snake to be feared by many people, that its color looks like the black mamba.
The black mamba. Can you see the difference, guys? Just look inside the box.
Yeah, so
it's a black mamba.
That's the black mamba, and this is now the harmless egg eater. They are all sort of a gray color.
Gray color.
You can see. But this one is a totally harmless, but that one is a deadly black mamba. So when people see this snake, they think that, oh, it's a black mamba. They just kill it.
They kill it for no reason.
For no reason. So
even the head looks different. Can you see?
Yeah, even the head.
Look at the head, guys.
When you look at the head of the black mamba, you can see black mamba has got a totally different shaped head.
And then look at the head.
And for this one now, it looks different. So it's good for one to learn about. Yeah, it's good to learn about snakes so that you can tell the difference between the venomous or the deadly black mamba and the totally harmless egg eater. You see. So egg eater, they come in different colors. We have the gray one, we have the red one there. You can see.
Can you
we've even
bring it out?
Yeah. So let me show you the red one also. I want you to learn this snake so that
nobody can be able to tell the difference.
So that people stop killing snakes.
Yeah.
Without any reason. Yeah, so when you look at this one here, it looks like a red spitting cobra, but there is no black band. So let me show you how the snake looks like. This is now another egg eater.
He doesn't want to come out.
He's so happy.
He's so happy.
Yeah, so I can see. Yeah. So this is how nature is beauty.
Look at how beautiful it is.
A totally harmless snake. A totally harmless snake. That's another colored egg eater. The red colored. So you might think that this snake is a red spitting cobra, but there is no black band.
There's no black band.
So this one also, just like the other one there, it feeds on eggs only. Just so you can see, we put the chicken in here. So this snake can swallow
this whole egg.
You see, guys.
You see?
the snake can swallow this a whole chicken egg and break it, crush it, suck all the contents and spit out the empty shell. So it's good for one to learn about snakes so that we stop killing snakes. We learn about them because they play a major role in ecosystem, you see, because if we just allow birds to just breed everywhere, there will be birds almost in every corner of the world, but they maintain that number by eating the eggs, you see, so they play important role in ecosystem. It's good to conserve them, so don't kill them, please.
Hello guys, I'm with Mr. Kyle here. He's the director of the WATAMU Snake Farm. He's a nice, cool guy. He worked on us nicely, and he gave us some nice talk also. And I just have some few questions for you, Mr. Kyle.
Yeah.
So when was this project started, and how did it come about? Why snakes? Why not hippos? Why not hostile giraffe?
So this originally it was called Kenya, and then it moved into East African Venom Supplies. It's been going for about 42 years.
42 years.
Yeah, so it started back in the day with by James Ash, who was one of the first curators in the museums of Kenya.
Museums of Kenya.
Yeah.
I remember him.
Yeah, and then he moved up here. He had a passion for snakes, passion for all wildlife, but he set up a small snake farm here.
Yes.
And slowly had locals who were coming. They'd been bitten by snakes.
Yeah.
So he tried to figure out how to help. They used to milk snakes back in the day with Jonathan Leakey.
Okay.
And then they used to help provide anti-venom to people who couldn't afford it. A vial of anti-venom goes for about $200. So they, through a trust, they would be able to make money to be able to give anti-venom to the local poor Kenyans who couldn't afford it. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So right now, do you still do the provision of anti-venom, or at the moment is not?
At the moment, not. There's a big shortage of enough anti-venom in Kenya, so being able to have us to stock enough to be able to give out is a bit hard, but it is something which we're really trying to push on to be able to carry on doing in the near future. So it's on hold at the moment, but it is a program we want to start up.
It's going to start up. That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
Okay, we're still going around trying to see all the types of species we have here.
Yeah.
And Mr. Godana told me before that when sometimes you go rescuing snakes outside. So
yes.
When you rescue the snakes, do you release them out, or do you do treatment for them, for those who are hurt?
Yeah, so it depends on the circumstances. If it's a snake which we need in the for venom or anything like that, then we'll bring it back into the center. If it's a snake that's been injured, we'll bring it in, treat it. But otherwise, most of the time, it will be caught and then released into somewhere safe away from people. Yeah.
So even the ones which are here after production, they also released into what? Or
no, they'll stay here.
These are in-house.
These are in-house
snakes. And
with most snakes, if you catch a snake in the wild, bring it in, the longer it stays in captivity, the less likely its chances of survival.
Okay, we really appreciate Mr. Kai.
Thank you so much, guys.
Really appreciate. We give you a shout out. So guys, in case you come to WATAMU, please visit the snake farm. Come see them. Mr. Kyle is here. We'll be able to host you nicely. So guys, thank you.
Thank you.
Guys, after finishing with the cobras, you're now coming to the other venomous snake. So Mr. Godana is going to take us through again. We see what we have here.
Thank you. So apart from cobras, we also have other venomous snakes in Kenya. One of them is the boomslang. Boomslang is a highly venomous tree snake species we have in Kenya. You can see they come in different colors. We have the black one. We have some green in color, and you can see the eyes. They have big eyes. We say they do have binocular eyes.
Binocular eyes.
Yeah. So these snakes, they do have big eyes. They are highly tree snakes. They spend most of their time up on trees. Their food mostly are birds and sometimes chameleons. And the snake, although is so deadly, its fangs are located at the back. So we said they are rare fanged snakes. They are not front fanged snakes. So for this snake to inject venom, then it starts to bite, try to hang on as it chews to inject venom. That's how it is. So boom slangs are widespread even in many parts of the country. Yeah, here at the coast, you can find them along the coastline. In Tsavo East or West National Park, you find them. Yeah, but their bite cases are so rare, sincerely speaking, because these snakes are so secretive. When we talk about their venom, these snakes are highly hemotoxic venomous. Hemotoxic venom, these are venom which just makes the red blood cells to burst and cause severe bleeding. That's how it is. So this is the snake which many communities have associated with it with a witch, because with witchcraft, because once someone is bitten, after like 3, 4, 5 hours, the patient will start bleeding from nose, ears, gums, from almost all openings. That's how the venom affects the patient. So, and eventually, without anti-venom, then the patient dies. So, apart from the bomb slang, let me show you also one of the non-spitting cobras. So there I've showed you the spitting cobras. So here we have the non-spitting cobra, Egyptian cobra being one of them. So we have Egyptian cobra in these cages here. These snakes, they don't spit venom, but they bite. And they are so aggressive. Because spitting cobras will spit at anyone who is trying to attack them, to kill them from a distance. But the non-spitting cobras will try to charge at you. The snake might end up charging towards you, and if the snake is cornered, then the snake might end up even biting you. That's how it is. Yeah. So Egyptian spitting cobras, they don't spit venom, but they bite. And here we have the forest cobras. You can see they look like the black-necked spitting cobra as far as their color is concerned. You can see, but they do have like stripes under their neck. A good example is this one here. You can have a good view of that one there. So that's a forest cobra. So forest cobras and Egyptian cobras are the two non-spitting cobras we have in Kenya. They bite, but they don't spit venom. That's how the snake is. So let me try to see. Just come here. So you can see that's an Egyptian cobra. So let me try to see if the snake can react.
Then we have the buffer, we found everyone is passing. Always in the ground, very slow moving, but it's fast and spiky. And the keep tissue causing you to swelling a lot of pain. Then here we have the forest cobra. Some Egyptian cobra that you have seen there.
So you hear sort of a sound.
So
the snake has sensed sort of vibration in its body. So it's trying to react. So let me try to see to show you the reaction of the snake, if maybe the snake will react. The snake is so calm. We fed them on Monday, so I don't want to stress the snakes. Yeah, so here we have also one of the highly venomous snake species we have here in Kenya. That's now the green mamba. Green mambas are highly neurotoxic venomous snakes. When I say about neurotoxic, that's type of a venom which just destroys or paralyzes the nerves in the body. You see, so this next venom takes effect very fast once the venom has been injected into the blood. So the snake, when you look at it, is plain green, unlike the harmless green snakes with sort of like black spots. This one, when you look at the snake is plain green with a coffin-shaped head. We say the snake has got coffin-shaped head because a bite from this snake, then you might find yourself in a coffin without anti-venom. So these snakes, they are highly tree snakes. They spend most of their time up on trees, with an exception of the hatchlings, which usually moves on in the grasses. Sometimes hunting for small animals in the grasses, but the adults spend most of their time up in the branches on trees. So bite cases are so rare, but the few cases, then it's so fatal. Without anti-venom, then the chances of surviving is low. And here, when you come here, this is now Africa's most venomous snake. That's now the black mamba. So black mambas, they are so deadly. They are highly neurotoxic. They are very fast moving, and they are aggressive when they are cornered. Yeah, but something with this snake is once it gets a chance, the snake will get away from you. But if the snake is cornered, meaning it has nowhere to escape, then a black mamba might end up attacking you. That's how it is. But that only happens when the snake is cornered, or maybe someone is trying to kill the snake, or maybe you are trying to catch it. Those are the only circumstances a black mamba might end up biting someone. Yeah. And when you look at the color of the snake is not black in color.
Yes.
Then why is it called black mamba? The reason is the snake has got black lining inside its mouth. Good example is this picture here. We've set this picture here to show you how the inside, how black inside the mouth of the snake is. So you can see, so up there, these are the two fixed fangs of the snake, with the snake used to inject venom, and you can see the black mouth, black lining inside its mouth. That's the reason why the snake got the name black mamba. But black mambas are not black in color, they are gray in color, or sometimes olive in color. So this is a very important point to note about black mambas. They are not black in color. We do have lots of harmless black snakes in Kenya. House snakes, black tiger snake, but a black mamba is gray in color with a black lining inside its mouth. You have to be specific with that. Yeah. So apart from the black mamba, we also have another venomous snake here with me. This is, when you look at the snake,
can you spot it?
It's very hard.
The head is very hard.
Green head, you can see.
Can you see?
So that's a twig or vine snake. Vine snakes are also common snakes found here in the coastline. These snakes are highly venomous, but rare fanged.
Very rare fang.
Yeah, their fangs are located at the back. Yeah, so when I talk about the rare fangs, I mean the fangs are not located at the front. They are located at the back. So it's very rare for this snake to inject venom. And that's the reason why there is even no anti-venom for this snake. Because the vaccine production company, which used to produce anti-venom for the twig snakes, nobody went for that anti-venom. Nobody
came to buy that.
Nobody.
Because no bite cases.
Yeah, because no bite cases. Even here, we've not had any cases of someone bitten by this snake. So the snake rarely bites, Yeah. There are some cases where I find the snake in the bush. You can even brush it off in the bush.
Yes.
The snake might just lie on a branch, and you might just walk very close to the snake, and the snake will do nothing. So the snake rarely bites. That's the reason why we've not had anyone bitten by the snake. Even the few bite cases are from snake handlers, and those bites are dry bites because it's a bite from the front teeth. No venom is injected to that person. Yeah. Down here. So when you look down here, can you see the snake? Yes, you can see it. So these are now the puff adders. So puff adders are Africa's most dangerous snake. When I say most dangerous, I don't mean the snake's venom can kill someone very fast. No. This snake has caused most of the bites. Because first, the snake is highly camouflaged. When you look at the color, the patterns, they look like leaves. The patterns look like leaves on the ground. And also the snake is slow moving. The snake is highly terrestrial. It moves on the ground. Although the snake is slow moving, when it comes to striking, it has one of the fastest strike, the quickest strike as far as snake are concerned. So don't ignore its big body.
And
the snake still can strike very fast. And down here, that's now the second viper. That's a Gabon Viper. So Gabon Viper and puff adder, these are the two big vipers we have in Kenya. Very hard to see the snake because of its camouflageous nature. But when you approach the snake, before you step on the snake, this snake must warn you by producing a very loud hissing sound. A very loud hissing sound. Good example, a warning. When you walk in the world and you hear that sound, then you must be very careful, because you are very close to the snake, and you might be bitten by the snake. So let me just show you the sound.
You want to hear the sound?
I want you to hear the sound of the snake.
Yes.
Yeah. So just look at
okay, guys, hold on. The head is right there. Can you see me moving? That's the head there. There. Okay. So we want to hear the sound. Can you hear that? Lovely. Can you hear that? Can you hear that? That's the warning sound. When you're walking, you hear such a sound, know that there's a viper close by. Wow. If you hear that sound when you're walking, guys, please run away. You have pissed off a viper. Beautiful.
Yeah, so that's the warning sound from the Gabon Viper.
Ah, that's lovely. That's lovely.
Yeah, so snakes do warn.
Yes.
The snake must do something to avoid you. So one of the things a viper or puff adder will do is a warning. Others will just the snake will try to get away from you.
Ah. There is my director. He has a big phobia for snakes. So now, how come?
No.
It's still a no for you?
No. I can't handle a snake. No.
That's Eric, one of the directors, one who shoots me all the time, but we enjoyed ourselves. Mr. Godana gave us some good info about the snakes.
Thank you.
We loved it here, and we are going to come back here again.
Thank you.
To cover some more coverage and give you guys some guests. Like I was saying, guys, when you visit WATAMU, please don't forget to visit the WATAMU Snake Park. Mr. Godana is here. Very informative, very educative guide is going to give you all the 411 and the information you need regarding these beautiful creatures. We came in with the perception that all snakes are evil. What? Snakes can bite you, but we found out they're even mild snakes. And we even touched snakes. Even myself personally, so I touched a snake.
Yes.
So Mr. Budana, really appreciate.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Be blessed always.
Oh, thank you.
And here at the family of Steenel Dog World,
Thank you.
we thank you a lot.
Thank you. You are much welcomed.
Okay.
I really appreciate your presence here. Something good with me is that from today on, I'm sure snakes will be saved somewhere there.
Yes,
by
very
the
true.
education which you've got from today.
Yes,
So
very true.
you are
Sir.
much welcome at WATAMU Snake Farm.
Yes.
Have a nice time, and you are happy to see you again here in our facility.
Thanks a lot. Thanks
Thank
a
you.
lot.
Karibu
Okay.
sana.
Asante. Finally, guys, we've come to an end of this video. We made friends with the snake. The hunter met the hunted. So on behalf of Steenel Dog World, please subscribe if you're new to this channel. And for those existing subscribers, we thank you. Because from Steenel Dog World and Mr. Sand BOAR here, it's adios. See you on the next one.